Since last night's explosive Real Housewives of Salt Lake City season finale, the Bravo community has been in a blackout level of giddiness over Monica Garcia's big reveal as a member of an Instablog that's been trolling the wives for the past few years. Peeking her head out from under the federal prison camp in Bryan, Texas, former RHOSLC villain and current real-life villain Jen Shah threw some incarcerated shade at Bravo producer and all-around troublemaking queen Andy Cohen, calling him but hurt about her refusal to do a one-on-one interview with him and calling BS on her alleged responsibility for fellow housewife Heather Gay's black eye last season. Cohen issued his own response on SiriusXM's Andy Cohen Live, dismissing Shah's interest in the feelings of his but in any interest in talking to her, period. Bravo, if I punched Heather in her eye, you guys would have footage to prove it. It's clear the show can't live without me since I was brought up at the beginning, middle, and end of season 4, Shah shared via Instagram story shortly after the RHOSLC finale aired. Andy is still but hurt that I turned down his 1:1 interview. Why would you sit down with someone who gave another cast member a black eye? Next story. Cohen prefaces his response by admitting the irony of Shah, who was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison for her role in a telemarketing scam, coming for him as he himself was recently the victim of such a scam. I'm not connecting her. I'm not saying that she's responsible for it. But I'm just saying it's ironic, Cohen clarified, before addressing Shah's latest bid to remain relevant. Let me point out, I don't want to be Captain Obvious here, but if we had footage, don't you think we would have aired it? Cohen begins. Do you think we wouldn't have said, Heather? Heather saying, I don't know how I got the black eye. And then don't you think we would have cut to the footage with a cheer in that said, for hours earlier? Pop. He's got a point. Those gorgeously messy editors at RHOSLC love to do a damning cut. Furthermore, Bravo rarely sits on any footage, and the producers are not above storming through a closed door for the sake of a scene. Cohen continued, second of all, I had forgotten about the one-on-one with Jen. She is right. I did want to do a one-on-one with her. I don't care about it anymore. I'm over it. According to Cohen, Shah's stipulations were insane. In exchange for the interview, she wanted Bravo to do a docuseries of her days leading up to jail. She also wanted a lot of money while still professing her innocence. Shah pleaded guilty to wire fraud in July 2022. So it would have been another interview of her sitting across from me lying to my face, which we got at 2 reunions from her, Cohen concluded. So that's that. That's my response to that. But that's hardly the end of these shenanigans. Next week begins the first of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's 3-part reunion, which will no doubt dig up more info on that black eye, Monica's Gossip Gone Girl residency, and all the kookiness that made for one of the best seasons of any Housewives franchise ever. Happy New Year, Bravo fans. Strap in.